live, going live, going live. This is my going live song because before it goes live, it says going live, ... as it's loading, and then it goes live. Suddenly this live time just jumped from 9 seconds to 2 seconds. Anyway, welcome everyone. I have a couple of viewers already. Today is, we're continuing the Parachutes 20 art challenge that we've got going on almost exclusively over on Twitter right now. I've been posting to Instagram also, but I think I'm the only person who's been doing it. And today is day 8, so the prompt is wooden house. And of course, that's part of why I'm streaming this today, because my username in a lot of places is in a wooden house. So what am I trying to do here today? Drawing a wooden house. First of all, I've got to start as I always do, by writing the prompt down. I feel it's been a couple of days since I really drew something. I mean, I guess I did. What day is it? This is the kind of day I'm having. It's also been really hot here today. So I might just be, my brain's melting. But it's wooden house. So obviously, the first thing that I think of when it comes to wooden house is a log cabin. We never change, do we? No. We never learn, do we? No. So I want to live in a wooden house. I didn't turn. Whoa there. No, thank you. I wanted to undo. Okay. Let me turn this on. We're off to a great start here. So, here's, to be perfectly honest, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little concerned that what I really want to do for this drawing is too much for me to do in one sitting. That's the problem with art challenges, I feel, that are daily art challenges. In theory, we can do what I'm still intending to do with my final mermaid drawing, which is to basically complete part of it for the daily challenge, and then later revisit it and continue working onto it. Yeah, the prompt is pretty straightforward. Or is it? Because I feel that many of the prompts have been somewhat straightforward. But it doesn't mean that we can't turn them into butterflies that breathe fireworks. You see what I'm saying? A straightforward prompt can still be made complicated. But for now, I guess I'm drawing this log cabin here. Is this what a log cabin looks like? I hope so. If you're a log cabin, let me know. Is this what you look like? I explained, I don't know if you were here when I was saying this, but it's been pretty hot here today. And especially in my room. So I think that just my brain is melted. Okay, and then some of these are gonna have to be like wah, 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 for the door. We need to have a door cut out. But you might not see those underneath anyway, depending on what kind of door it is. Maybe something like my day 31 mermaid drawing. An isometric view of Chris and a wooden house on piano. Let me ask you a question. Why piano? So I kind of had this idea of like a. Let me fill in the rest of this here. Let's just put a window up top. You know, I'm pretty basic. I'm like the kid who draws a house like this. That's really how I draw houses still. Just with a little more detail, but not too much more detail, you see? It poured rain most of the day there. I think that it was supposed to be rainy, or there was a chance of rain. It's definitely, I think, pretty humid. I don't know the percentage, but I can feel the percentage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because like this song is guitar, so I would think that was my first thought, was to do guitar. I'm not sure that a piano is easier to draw. I just remembered that I used to draw pianos a lot because for some reason I liked drawing like pianos, and I won't say that I drew them well, but I drew them. Pianos and couches. But like there's all the keys there. There you go, problem solved. But I liked to draw pianos like this, you know? But a guitar, so he would probably be playing, you know, an acoustic guitar. I have my issue with drawing guitars, and you probably noticed it if you saw my day 6 day 6 drawing, which was Johnny Buckland. The issue that I have is I have a really hard time drawing straight or parallel lines, especially when they're horizontal. I guess it's a lot harder for me, and so to have to draw the neck of the guitar alone, not too bad. I mean, this looks pretty okay, but then I have to draw all the strings, and that's where things go wrong. In short, I feel that either one of these would be, I think they'd be about the same, you know? What does it look like? This goes here and this goes here. But I kind of wasn't thinking to put a person in it anyway. Maybe when it comes to, you know, day Chris, then I'll do it. I hate when my tablet sticks one of the keys on me. That's always frustrating. Okay. But to go back to let me just move these over. Yeah, to go back to my idea, so you said I need some water, and I agree. Well, really, because a log cabin has to exist in the winter, obviously. Basically, I'm picturing like I don't know, a Bob Ross painting, more or less. Could put some trees in here. But I also thought about like this is ice right now, so. But I also kind of want to draw more flowers and plants. I haven't gotten good enough at drawing them yet. The problem is also that when it gets to be something like this, yeah, some happy little clouds. There's some really awesome clouds outside right now. I took a bunch of pictures earlier while I was waiting for my computer to boot up before starting the stream. But the problem is that something about this is boring to me. I feel like it needs a spark of something, you know. It needs a little mystery. It needs a little wonder. It needs a little... what does it need? This roof is like up really... I feel like the... this house is not well proportioned. Let me draw another house here. I'm going to put some perspective on it, but only barely. Now, maybe this doesn't have a normal roof. Maybe it has, I guess, an awning. And a little chimney, I guess. That's, in my head, all houses have chimneys. Now, what if I draw this house? On its side. It's like the house is house is like laying down. Don't mind me. I'm just drawing a house. This isn't a wooden house anymore. This is a beach house. It has to be sunny. There's the sun. Maybe we need 2 houses that are friends. You know, that's something that Bob Ross talks about, like All the trees need friends, so why not the houses? And they can, let's put a porch on this one. Maybe a massive guitar with a wooden house inside it and the sun shining. Where's the house gonna be, like in this part? And put like a little house. And then I don't know where the sun would be. And then it has like a little garden hose. And like there's the gutter or something. I don't know. I'm feeling uninspired, but feeling uninspired by a lot of the prompts. I don't know. Maybe your brain's melting too. The sun could be in the top right corner, shining on the guitar. The sun's gonna shine on me when all hands go free. The sun's gonna shine on me. Maybe I don't need the house to be like the focus per se. Let me think. Ugh. I don't know. I mean, this one probably is just what I should do. I'm concerned that it might be a little too, it might feel a little too similar to the globe drawing that I did, especially since I put a house in that one. But I think I might just go with this. So let me just start a new sketch layer, and then I'll just keep, plugging away with this one and see where it takes us. I want to put more into it. Like, I feel like, actually, maybe, let me go back to this first one real quick. It needs something here, What can go there? I'm just putting a shape there for now. I feel like I need more of a story to this. Like, where is this wooden house? Who lives here? Who visits? the sun. It's the sun's house. A drum set in the snow. Like a murder? What if a murder happened? No, I wouldn't say that you missed 20 minutes. I would say that you weren't here for 20 minutes, but you didn't really miss anything. Except apparently I think I might need to add a murder scene. Or like, but how do I do that? I'm also very... What is this that I'm drawing? It's like a grave. Here's a pile of dirt. Can you tell? Now that I put a shovel in it. Well, you know, I was inspired by nothing. I was inspired by why would anyone leave a drum set outside? Obviously because they've been murdered. Violet Hill. That part of the video scares me every time I watch it. Because he is so close to some of the rocks that are there. And I just always think, like, he could have pretty easily smacked his head and got, like, you know, pretty injured. Maybe I just need a different perspective, literally. Like, this is so boring, right? I'm gonna hide this sketch layer, actually. So, what I'm picturing is something a little more exaggerated. I mean, this looks like a birdhouse now. Birdhouses are wooden. Can I just turn every prompt into something that's related to birds, I guess? I turned sparks into an bird butterfly. Now I'm going to turn this into a wooden birdhouse. Do a self-portrait. Can I draw myself as a bird? This is how I like to draw myself. Let's see. This is very rough, obviously. Today I kind of have, right now, anyway, I have my hair up in a bun. I had it up in a ponytail, and then it got too hot. Also, I'm like leaning into my microphone and looking at my tablet on an angle. It's not very good. And then what, salad fingers. Why do you think that I look like salad fingers? That's the most, that looks terrible. That's the most insulting thing you've ever said to me. I know these look like sunglasses, but they're really just my normal glasses. No, my ears are tiny, so they can stay that small. I have a tank top on today. Inspiration, band, perspective. Oh, the first eyes look like that. I got you. Nah, that's my tongue, apparently. Oh, what I wanted to do is put my arms out, put my hands together, and have birdseed. But now this is getting too close to Will feeding the unicorns. Now I'm feeding the birds. If you've ever seen the Pixar short For the Birds, that's one of my favorite Pixar shorts ever. Just want to throw that out there. Oh, and not band. That makes more sense. Inspiration and perspective. I feel a need still to put a chimney on this birdhouse. The roof of it felt empty. I have the roof on this side kind of curving a little bit, so do that over here. Put my hands up to the sky, but if I do that, then I'll drop all the bird seed. Looks like Lady Gaga. How? Why do all my drawings look like Lady Gaga? No, that doesn't work. A bird romance. Oh my god, that's great. So this is a problem that I've been running into, because I see your flock of birds comment. It's a problem that I've been running into with some of the prompts is that some of the things I think of ideas that are more references to other albums and eras and not Parachutes. This is like a crow, so that way I can have multiple, so that way I can still have a murder. And then this is, oh my god, I have to show you guys this video that I did for my motion graphics 2 class. The assignment was to make a video game menu screen and could have like the intro cutscene. And my video game, this was, you can make up a video. You had to make up a video game. Mine was called Board, but it was Board 2. And it was called Ride to Live. And so the idea is that it's a sequel game, but it starred Board, the skateboarding bird. And at the end of the first game, spoiler alert, he died. So now, he finds himself face to face with the devil. And the devil challenges him to skateboarding competition or some sort of some skateboarding trials. So he has to conquer these skateboarding trials in order to earn back his life. So that's why, people, the phrase is usually live to ride, which I think is most commonly associated with motorcycles. That's what I associate it with anyway. But obviously this is a play on that because he's riding to live. He also lives to ride, but because now he's dead, he has to ride to live. So Bored becomes the ghost rider. Well, he's not a ghost, because he's no longer on Earth. He's in hell. In part, it was actually inspired by, which I mentioned in our group chat a little while ago, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which was their sequel movie, because in that they at one point end up in hell, and they challenge the Grim Reaper to allow them to go back to their lives, and what they end up doing is playing board games. So are those two birds cannibalizing a dead bird? No, this is their friend, and they're just hovering over his dead body. It's like something just happened, and they're like really concerned about it. That was the thought process here. It's very dark. Which part is dark? I'm gonna need you to specify. If it's about Bored 2, I don't think so. I think that was a very fun and happy video game. Should I draw me again? But from a different angle? It's a messed up nose. It's still a messed up nose. They look like detectives. We gotta put a little how to draw this specifically, but in general, how to draw. We got a little trench coat, and this guy also gets a little trench coat. Now they're real detectives. The Bored 2 pitch was very dark. No, trust me. When I'll show you guys the video of it, it's not dark. Trust me. You'll see when you see the video, it's not dark. Why a dead bird? Because we were talking before in this scene that it was missing something. And Indy here suggested a drum set that was left outside. So I was trying to think, why would a drum set be left outside? Obviously because the owner was murdered. So that's why I was trying to incorporate murder. So that's why I thought if I draw crows, then they can be a murder if it's multiple crows, because that's what a group of crows is called, a murder. And then I thought, well, why not have a murdered bird too? Birder coming to get us. I mean, theoretically, since I drew him murdered, I did murder him. You're right. Blood on the beak. Now that's dark. We draw a beak, and then there's blood on it. I'm just getting thoughts about the movie the Alfred Hitchcock movie, which I watched when I was too young. I need to draw a house here, a wooden house. If this prompt was a plastic house instead, then I could just draw a house made of Legos. You know? And then they have, well, probably still want to do like the alternating brick here. And then if you can get like a tiny little one, the one piece one, and then you get that like the little door that's like real flimsy. I think part of my problem right now is that I'm just feeling like too many of the ideas that I have aren't different enough from things I've done recently, you know? I don't really remember too much about what actually happens in that movie. I just know that since then it makes me concerned when birds are too close to me. I'm drawing a line. Now, I'm gonna draw a second line. What if, so I went from like a top view up there. What if we do like a wooden house, but it's giant and scary? Like me, I'm down here. I'm telling you, I don't know what houses look like. I'm gonna give this one a garage. Let's extend this a little bit. Let's give them some more space in their house. I'm gonna put a window over here. This may or may not be similar to the house that one of my friends from high school lived in. Holding on in a murder mystery. Around here, never wanna stay up all night because you want to be in your house where it's safe. Put a speech bubble with lyrics here. No. That's it. You can't stop laughing. I mean, because of your because of the murder mystery or your help. Who are you, Miley Cyrus? Sometimes I forget that she's like an adult now and not still Hannah Montana. It looks like a house from Ed, Edd n Eddy. I'm honored. Hold on, let me draw everything more. Let me take off my smoothing. Let me draw everything more wavy. So you get those real nice boiling lines when you animate. This is the wood of the house. Oh, we've made it with a horizontal grain here. And we've got some knots that are logical and make sense. Your pun was good. though, just so you know. I approve of it. I approve of all the puns being made in regards to the songbirds. Everything has a triangle roof because I don't know how to draw other roofs. Is the plural of roof roofs or roofs? 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 I feel like it's roofs. I don't think we usually use the plural for roof. We just say rooftops. I don't know. Came in like a wrecking ball. Only for this toilet, you and me. Oh my god. I'm unapproving the puns now. I'm disapproving of the puns now. Gotta draw a little stoop. It's not even really a stoop, but then a little sidewalk. This is still a big ant. I like drawing cubes, you know? It's what I kind of do on like a regular basis anyway. Oh, now this I should have reversed. Just pretend it's the opposite way, but because then I can do this. And have like a little porch here that has like a little porch cover, you know, whatever. This house, this garage. This is the house of Carl Johnson. You know, on Grove Street. This is where he lives. Ryder's over here. I'll tell you really why I feel so uninspired, I think. Here's my thought process. It's not that I don't have ideas. It's that I don't feel like drawing any of my ideas. You know? Let's give this thing eyelashes. It's like a weird SpongeBob. Knock off SpongeBob. Oh, I forgot one very important element of this drawing over here. The sun. You see how wavy the line is? It's because it's hot. The sun's beating down hard. It's okay. You've derailed the chat. I've derailed my drawing. That's just the kind of day it is. Derail. Now, how can I turn this word into a house? Oh, what about a basketball hoop? Maybe that's what this was missing all along. Let me go back to this sketch. What do you think? We put this little... Need some chocolate milk. There was, hold on, let me take a drink of some water real quick. There was this game on Nintendo 64 that I had. Well, my family had. And I played with my sisters because it's a multiplayer game. This was called Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. And so the premise is that you were on a scavenger hunt. And there were 3 different types of game that you could play. So one was set in like pyramids. You were like inside of a pyramid. The second one was set underwater. And so for both of those, you would play as a single character. And basically you're on this, it's like board game path. So, you know, you would spin to see how many blocks you could walk. If you could get certain tools to be able to like walk backwards as well as going forwards. Otherwise, you can only go in one direction. So if you've come from a certain way, you can't go back unless you have the tool. There's different compasses and stuff like that to help you find where items might be. And so your objective is to get to the squares that have magnifying glasses on them so you can search the area looking for certain items, and you're trying to get one of each of a certain number. And they have, so I think the main playable characters are just all the, so like Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil. I think that's it. And then Susie, Angelica, Grandpa Lou, Spike, they're all in there as well as additional characters that like do different things if they land on the same square as you, or if you land on the same square as them. And so those were the first 2 game types there. Then the third one was different. The third one, you're basically playing collectively, but I forget what it's called, but it's all the babies playing as Reptar versions of themselves. And so you're going around trying to collect different kinds of candy that come out of this like candy volcano, and your parodies are just incredible. And one of the lines of dialogue that Phil says in that game is this. Oh, because one of the items that you can get is chocolate milk. Because it's like chocolate milk, pudding, licorice, and something else that I can't remember. And this is what Phil says. Chocolate milk, it does a baby good. Rah. So that's it. Don't say that. I already have enough insecurities about my students not caring about what I have to say and being bored and hating me. So you're like, what is this lady talking about? We're not gonna... What a weirdo. So what do you think? A basketball hoop? In this wooden house, and the basketball can be over here, but it's in the snow. I guess this should be in the snow also. Is that chocolate pudding? Dear God. You guys have given me no feedback on my basketball hoop. So I'm kind of thinking that that's what I'm gonna go for. A basketball hoop. I mean, maybe should I be drawing an interior instead of an exterior? Is that where I'm getting stuck? here's an armchair. I know it doesn't look like an armchair yet, but just wait. Just a couple seconds. It'll look like an armchair. And then I'll probably be facing this way, and then, you know, my legs would be like this, and my arms would be like that. And I'm sleeping. If you can't tell, I'm sleeping, but also I'm holding a glass of chocolate milk. In a wooden house. Does this make sense? And then there's a fireplace so that all of my chimneys are justified. And then on top of the fireplace, what's that? You guessed it. It's a mini basketball hoop. But only a small one. With a huge hoop. What's the consensus here? Can I just post all of these sketches? Here's my drawing for today. Every single one of these. It's incredible because this stream is at 53 minutes right now. I want to tell you that the look at the stars drawing I did was 56 minutes that I was recording, and the Johnny Buckland drawing that I did was 39 minutes, I think. And here I am, 53 minutes with still no idea of what I want to draw. Or what I want to take beyond a sketch, because I've drawn a lot. I've drawn a lot here. But nothing good. Nothing that I feel that good about. I kind of think I'm just going to go back to this first sketch. Let's say 901. I'm just going to go back to this first sketch, and then I'm just going to not care. It was you. I was gonna say, are you skewing my analytics again? By double watching? Read the room. I've read the room. It's a mess. Maybe a collage of all the sketches is a good idea. I don't know. I feel very uncertain today. I'm telling you, I think it's because of the heat. I'm just feeling really that, and because I've probably been overworking myself the past couple of weeks. I feel like I have to sneeze right now. No! The line looks good, but it's too far over. What would I do if I had to draw only traditionally all the time? I mean, probably I'd be better at drawing than I am now, but you need to get more serious. You need to get more serious. Sirius Black. Except don't get more, because that's probably putting money into the hands of someone we don't want to have money. You know? A little turf named Joanne. Is that her name? Joanne Rowling? Each one of the sketch can be in a window pane. That sounds like it would be a window pane. Help me. Save me, guys. Save me from my own brain. Save me from my own drawing. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. And are you asking if I stuttered? Because it's a distinct possibility. I don't have the energy to care about this drawing. And you know what? It's probably not gonna look that much different from when I do have the energy. That line is incorrect. Okay, hold on. Oh, I see. No, I didn't. It's not what I said. Nope. That's not really working for me. These tree rings, not working. I think that probably this should also have some additional logs happening on this side here, but let me start over here. Good enough. I like that you're even sure there will be coloring. I'm not quite as confident about that. This is a door. I'm gonna put the doorknob on this side. Let's give it a little window. With a little curtain. Actually, it needs to be a little more like that. This is how I feel. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's put a few windows in up here. Can you guys tell my energy is just becoming less and less? You like this house? I kind of hate it, but thank you. I'm giving this a little chimney. As always, a little chimney for the house. Our house in the middle of a street. Our house in the middle of a. Father wears his Sunday best. Mother said she needs a rest. Kids are playing up downstairs. Sister sighing in her sleep. Oh, sing along with me, guys. Brothers gather to keep it hang around. Our house in the middle of the street. Our house. There was a Maxwell House commercial that used that song. That was how I first heard that song, and then I was like, I love that song. Now I feel like I've listened to it enough times, you know. But I don't hate it. I just don't love it as much as I did the first time I heard it on the Maxwell House. Maxwell House commercial. It is a weird song, and honestly, none of the lyrics make sense. What if I just don't put a window in this thing? What if I put a window over here? Who needs a window at the front of the house? Huh? Honestly. What good is that gonna do you? What you really need is a side window. A side window so that you can look out into your snowy yard and reminisce about the days when you used to be able to play basketball. Let's give this a little paint here. Yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff. Perspective wise, this drawing is terrible, but I don't really care. So that's the end of that. I'm thinking that because I don't really feel like coloring this exactly, I think I'm just gonna do colored lines. So let me get a not ugly color. And then I'm gonna do this nice like lake blue. Perfect. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. No, not that light. Well, not that saturated. Actually, I kind of liked the way that looked when I only cut off part of it. Ice. Now, what are you guys talking about? Bunny ran away. As long as he ran away alive. Snapping turtle machine. I know what I can put into this drawing to make it really cool. Aside from my basketball hoop, which I'll put in momentarily. Let's do a nice green. Well, actually, let's get some brown going for some trees. All the trees have friends. Tree friends. Happy tree friends. I better be careful because I think talking about happy tree friends is how we eventually got to salad fingers. So now we just need some wavy, spiky tree friends. The sound of inspiration. I listened to a Portal parody of The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, and it was called The Sound of Science, and it was the Turrets singing to what's her name? Shell. I don't think I said them differently at first, but I don't know that came across, so that's why I said it again. Hopefully clearer. This tree's a little misshapen. It doesn't really know what it wants out of its life. I think we can all relate to that. So it's a relatable tree. If you relate to a different tree, let me know. What tree do you relate to? Are you related to a tree? Do you have tree relatives? If you think about the circle of life and the fact, I mean, obviously we kind of think about our relatives as following our DNA lineage. But if you want to think about the atoms which make us up and the circle of life, then how do we know that we're not related to trees? If you've ever seen some people have what is wrong about how I say turret? I don't know how else I'm supposed to say it. Anyway, there are like those little cup things. I mean, not a cup, but like a planter. So when you're cremated, you can have your ashes put in there and then a tree grows. So is that tree related to you? At that point, think about it. Don't answer, but think about it. Okay, kind of we need some gray here to put over all the parts that have snow. I think maybe for this one I will just cover over. Oh no. Undo. Oh wait, never mind. I was just getting confused by my sketch layer. A urn. An urn. Yeah, but it's not like an urn like ceramic or anything. It's more, I think they have like probably a biodegradable outer piece, you know? But it's meant for growing plants. And you can get your ashes put into it. Let's put some more snow back here. Let's get some snow here. Let's get a little hill. A little hill here. And I still have to draw my basketball hoop. What color should the basketball hoop be? Purple? Bright purple? Yeah, I don't really know exactly what a basketball hoop looks like off the top of my head as far as the decoration on the backboard, but I'm just gonna pretend that that's what it is, and that's what we're going with here. If that were so, are we related to cows and chickens that we've eaten? I mean, yeah. Joshua Tree. Yes to that too. You're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, it only it depends on where either your ashes or the decomposed parts of your body where they've gotten to, because I don't need this bottom line here because it's gonna get covered by the snow. If you're eating a chicken that's been nowhere, well, actually, no. No, because you're dead. So you can't be related to any of the ones that you've eaten because you're still alive. Unless you're suggesting that one of your relatives, their ashes or decomposed body parts have made it to the cows and chickens or the grass. I'm assuming that they're fed. I hope everyone tuning in is having fun right now. Listening to this incredible occurrence. What's this one? This is why you gotta name your layers. It says this one is trees. This one is basketball, and the last one is snow. Did you like my 5 different accents that I just had? I'm related to my rabbits. They're my children. So you're part rabbit. Does that make you Jessica Rabbit? Oh my god. Yes, you were dead when the hypocritical. Do you mean hypothetical? tree was eating your ashes. Yes, but so that makes you related to the tree. But you can't be related to the cows and the chickens in the same way. Jessica Rabbit is Roger Rabbit's wife. She's a character from at least from the movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which I highly suggest watching if you've never seen it before, because it's incredible and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'll happily talk about it if you want me to. So I need to draw the actual hoop. Oh, that's too red. I'm gonna actually draw in, let's go with a little pink for, well, that's okay. Yes, that's okay, because I'll just get rid of that. I'm gonna draw in the mesh itself here first, so that way I can just draw right over it with this beautiful orange for the rim. There you go. It's a basketball hoop. No, I said hoop. Everything I say, you guys always criticize me. Oh, both of you have listened to the takeover now, right? With Chris and Simon Pegg? Because it just reminds me of when Chris says, oh, oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be on this layer. When Chris says, why does everybody hate me all the time? This isn't terrible. I kind of like it. Let's go with another blue color. I want to put in my mountains. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Mountain. Like Fontaine. But on the moon instead of under the water. Oh, you know what? That's what they could do if they ever wanted to make another BioShock game. Because, you know, they did underwater. They did in the sky. Where else are they going to do? Space. On the moon. A whole moon planet. Obviously, it's a terrible idea. And a moon city, I guess. Not, moon planet is a little, that would be inaccurate. Now, we don't need to overthink this drawing, and the fact that the snow on the mountains is blue when the snow on the ground is gray. I could also just color over that, which I might do because I think maybe it's a little distracting, but I might not do the same gray. I have my eraser selected instead of the brush. That was my mistake. Well, really this whole part should be gray. Gray, gray, gray. There was a show on Fox. I remember it being on Fox. That was hosted by this guy, Geraldo Rivera. And it was called Shame, Shame, Shame. And that was the song. It was shame, shame, shame. Now, when I looked up at the chat just now and saw the word BioShock Lunar, my brain rearranged it into Brock Lesnar at first. BioShock Lunar, isn't that the wrestler guy? UFC wrestler guy? Why do you hear cry, cry, cry when you look at this drawing? Beats me. But Bioshock Lunar, I would play that game. Also makes me want to play Mass Effect. Is there anything? Oh, yes. There is anything. We can't forget it. You know what it is. You know it by name. Should I do it as just a circle, like a line, or like a bigger... shape? Like that. Or that. What you guys think? We'll call this the style of Soul. Line or solid. Johnny's moon. I get what you're saying now. I thought you meant it was gonna be a moon just for Johnny. And I thought, oh, how romantic. I think I'm gonna go with that one because it's already right where I want the sun to be. Okay. I'm gonna do like what I did with the Johnny drawing. Actually, let's go with 40. We'll try 40 for now. See how that works. And I'm just gonna give this a little bit of color. I'm going to color in the shades there. I'm going to color in the door and the roof. One of my trees is... Okay, we're good. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. What am I doing? Okay. The roof. We're coloring in the roof. Twin suns. The song only suggests one sun. I want to live where the sun comes out, not the twin suns. So I think I can't do it that way. Expand. I can hardly see anything right now. I'm a touch typer, but I can't feel for the keys either. So I have the keyboard on my lap. Okay. Then I definitely want to do a little bit for the trees, but I think only a couple of the trees. I think the front trees only. So this one and this one as well. I'm such a fanatic of the song, of the band. What if we pronounced fanatic like fanatic? Like lunatic, fanatic, instead of fanatic. Sometimes I wonder if maybe certain things that we say that seem like this feels like it's pronounced weirdly from how it should be pronounced, especially compared to other words that we pronounce. Sometimes I wonder, is it really just the pronunciation within the English language, or is it our American accents? Do British people say it more like the way it sounds like it should be pronounced, but then we just kind of say our version of the British pronunciation, and because we have hard R's and nasally sounds, it's different? Imagine saying lunatic. Yes. Lunatic. Like that. Loon. It's like a lunatic. That's lone attic, by the way. Where is this line? In the trees? In the mountain? Sometimes I just see a little speck of something that I tried to erase before. And then I'm like, why is this here, you know? I think I need to go with the lighter blue for the lake, because if I don't, then I fear it will get lost. The little lines to indicate that it's frozen will be lost forever. I'm just going to go around the perimeter. Is it late enough yet? Am I almost done with this? It's only been an hour and a half. Actually, I feel that this came together pretty quickly since I decided that I would just go with this idea. Oh, I completely forgot to draw the other thing in the background that I wanted to add to this drawing to make it super cool, but that's okay, because I'll just add it once I'm done with this layer. That's the beauty of art, is you can always add back the things that you forgot to add in later. Especially with digital art. Makes it a lot easier to modify. Alright, look at us. Look at us go. I think I want to do just one more light color. I'm going to go behind everything. This is 40. And let's just see, does that look okay? Just coloring a little bit here. But I'm going to go in and like erase the parts that I don't like. I don't know why I started singing the Price is Right music. You want to watch a crime drama and Digimon? Why aren't you watching My Hero Academia? That's what I want to know. It's just weird. I think I fell asleep. Been summoned back. The bird murder was just a mere dream. How does this look? Pretty good. Yeah, for the most part, pretty good. Gonna erase some bits here where the tree limb is. And just make it a little more of a wobbly edge. Okay, then I have to do the base of, I want to do the base of the basketball hoop as well. But first I'm just going to merge these two layers together so there's no overlap. In the colors with the lowered opacity. Oh, because you've seen it all? Because you've seen all of My Hero Academia? You can rewatch it. Season 4 ended last weekend. Season 5 will come out in October. I didn't realize that was a show that is still airing. It feels unbalanced now, but I don't think it would be right to put this color all the way on the backboard. So I'm wondering, does that work to just color that in, and then I'll color in this part too here and leave it at that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now it's time for the last thing, which I think it needs, I'm gonna make this also purple, but a very light purple. Now, oh my god, is that every single bird emoji? It's like a parrot, a peacock, a flamingo, a little chicky chick, a bluebird, a penguin, a dove, an eagle, a duck, a swan, an owl, another chicky chick, another chicky chick, and a rooster. Now we're gonna go all the way down to size 5 here. Hold on, let me zoom back out. Where does this thing need to go? It's like right here. Yeah, perfect. Please add the birds on the ice like little penguins. I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it. Thinking. But while I'm thinking, I'm gonna keep drawing here. This is not the right shape, per se. It's more like this. And we get a little and then something come down a little bit like this. And if you're wondering, am I looking at reference? I sure am. If you're wondering, is my reference facing, is all the reference I can find facing the right side of the screen, and I'm here trying to draw it facing the left side? Sure am. Seriously, it's like all the good quality images are facing the wrong direction. But that's okay. I can make it work. My eraser is huge. I just need a tiny eraser for my tiny mistakes. Is this falling apart very quickly? Yes. But that's okay. Let's just... Yep. Yep. Yeah, perfect. And, I mean, because what else can... There's just like a little bit of that stuff happening up at the top. Okay, great. You want like these little... I didn't want that to be an equal sign. I wanted it to be a hyphen. These little penguins. Yes? Is that good? Penguins. Oh, I didn't mean to draw this line, but I've drawn it now. Nope. It needs a rounder head. Nope. These are, oh god, that's a nightmare penguin. I'm trying to draw like a club penguins. You want me to put my detective birds? Okay, hold on. Oh! It's like one eye. Hold up. Club penguin eyes are like this. And then their beaks come out like this. Okay. At least we've got that settled. He needs to be a little rounder in the back here. And I think this arm should be a little bit smaller. Maybe start a little lower. Okay. Club penguins over there. Then I'll draw... oops. Copy. They have to be small birds because they're small birds. But, I mean, maybe I can make... I can make the detective birds a little bit bigger. And then I just need to lower the opacity on this. Now, what color can I use? What color can I use? While I ponder that, I'm just going to do some editing here. I don't think I want to color in the birds, but well, maybe I should. I'm gonna take out the stomach, but I'll color in everything else. Okay, now for my murder birds. Oh, parachutes orange. Prospects march. If the penguins. Forest green. I think an orange could look really good. Let's just do orange. Who cares? I drew a basketball hoop bright ass purple, so it doesn't really matter. They can still be murder birds. Nope. Undo. There's an eye, there's an eye. And a little trench coat for the detectives. And a little trench coat on this one too. I am gonna make a new layer for the dead bird, but I'll merge them momentarily. I just want to make sure that I draw this out as it needs to be. You ever draw something beautiful on one side and then you try and draw the other side and it looks terrible? That's all that happens for me. It never happens that it looks good on both sides, but that's okay. That's it's about as much effort as I can put in. So I think really that I should just, well, let me hide the sketch layer here. I'm thinking that I might have these detectives be colorless. Uh-oh. I was on the layer and not the mask. And then the dead bird can be colored in. Even though it's dead. The penguin is the most obvious suspect. You're absolutely right. Well, guys, what do you think? I think I know I'm going to put right here some lyrics. So what color should I use for the lyrics? The bird's hideout and every... Oh my god, that is terrifying. I feel like we need a calming blue. A nice calming blue for the title. Somehow this is still under 2 hours. We're at 1 hour and 46 minutes. What is wrong with me? So I think like I'm gonna write this like it was a diary. Dear accidentally hit the thing. Diary, comma, I wanna live in a that was a terrible W. Wooden house. And then I'm gonna put like a little heart. You know? Yep, that's perfect. And then let's do a more purple blue. Like a darker. Yeah. Okay. Then that in a wooden house. Or should I have done actually, is there enough room on there for that? Okay, I'm gonna put it underneath, I think. Oh wait. Today's day 8 already. Can you believe it? And we're already finished. It's birdfict. Yes, it's birdfict. Perfect. This is incredible. The most incredible drawing I've ever drawn in regards to birds. That's what I would call this if it didn't have a name. Aside from the prompt title, this is secretly called In Regards to Birds. The thing that I like about my drawings during these live streams is that some of them, like the first day sparks and this day, will tell a story, but you can't get that story just from looking at the image. If you look at the image, the story doesn't make any sense. But there's a story behind it. It's there. Yeah, this is it. I mean, I'm just gonna save this out and then this will be what I upload. So, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I'm glad that I pushed through my apathy. This isn't a masterpiece by any means. But it's not, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. In a wooden house / in regards to birds, yes. That's the secret title that only you guys know. Only you guys know. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. Well, she looks so sad in photographs. You can't get the whole story. Anyway, that's it. I don't know how to end these streams because it feels like, because I have a whole process of now having to upload this picture to the internet, so it feels like I'm not done with it yet, but I have to end the stream here. So thank you for joining me. Well, will I be streaming more of these? Now, I've been given some of the other prompts, but I don't think I renamed any of my files after them. Let's look. Let's take a peek. Nope. So I don't really remember what any of the other prompts are. I'm also not sure when I'll have time to do a live stream again, but I might at least, keep screen recording some of my prompts when I'm feeling inspired. We'll see. I would say you can probably expect at least 1 or 2 more videos and or live streams from me. So we're almost halfway through this, actually. It's weird, since it's only 20 days instead of 31. But Brooke Birderly. Now there's an idea. I may steal that name. I may make that my legal name. Yes, tomorrow the prompt is Glastonbury. I think for that I might have to draw something inspired by, probably everyone thinks like 2002 Glastonbury, 2005 Glastonbury, but no. For me, it's MX Glastonbury. That was incredible. And that was the one that I watched as it was happening, aside from A Head Full of Dreams. But that, obviously, the MX one was a whole other experience. So I might do something inspired by that for that one. I feel like I'll have more inspiration. I don't know. Anyway, more motivation. Who knows? But yes, thank you for joining me. And that's about it. In a Wooden House. Kind of like with Mermaid, not kind of, exactly like with Mermaid, I'm posting them on my Instagram as well, so it's easier to see all of them if you go over there. But that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the future. In the future. Ooh, future. Peace out.